Hello everyone and welcome to Winter Transfers with me, Chris McCarthy. This episode 2. Before we get started, first of all, thank you very much for all your support on the first episode. It was just so good to see so many of you had as much interest as I did in the feeder series transfer market, and that market has been busy in the last week. Let's talk about some of the signings that's been going on. 8 in total, 7 of those coming from FIA F3, and we'll start with our reigning teams champions Trident, who have signed Roman Stanek. He was on the podium a couple of times last year with High Tech, so no doubt he's going to be trying to challenge for the title this year. Charoux Racing System next. They've announced 2 of their drivers, one of them being Laszlo Toth, who has come across from Campos Racing, and they've signed Francesco Pizzi, who graduates from FRECA. He raced with Van Amersfoort in that last year. Showed some good potential throughout the season, got a 5th at Zandvoort. So let's see how he goes in his first season in F3. Next, Campos Racing. They have announced 2 drivers in the last week. Hunter Yeaney, the American who raced in the likes of Formula Regional Americas, Indy Pro 2000s. He's going to come across. He did the last 2 rounds of F3 last year, so he's got a little bit familiar with the car. Let's see how he gets on in his first full campaign. And they have also signed Pepe Marti, the Spaniard, with the Spanish team. He raced in Spanish F4 with them last year, finishing 3rd. And he's been racing over in the Formula Regional Asian Championship, was on the podium at the weekend. So he looks like a very good talent, actually. I'm excited to see how Pepe Marti goes. Okay, next, Van Amersfoort Racing. They are the new team to the grid. They replace HWA Racelab, and one of HWA's drivers last year, Rafael Villa Gomez, joins them for this season, and Reese Ushijima steps across from the GB3 Championship. He finished 4th in that last year in what was a very good grid, actually. So Reese Ushijima looks a promising talent for the FIA F3 Championship. That's all that's been going on there. The only other movement we've had is in FRECA, and that was Laurens van Hopen has signed with ART. Laurens will be a new name to many of you because he hasn't done single-seater racing before, or any car racing for that matter, but he was a big name in karting, and I'm told he's coming in well prepared. So looking forward to seeing how that goes. And that should be ART's driver lineup complete as well. So that is all for this week. Of course, I'll be back at the same time next week with all your updates for the winter transfers. But between now and then, you can join me on Wednesday live on my Instagram at Chris McCarthy32 for the first episode of Transfer Weekly Live. And I will be joined by Pepe Marti, who we talked about there, to talk about the upcoming FIA F3 season. In the meantime, follow me on Twitter at Chris McCarthy32 for all the latest updates in the transfers in F2, F3 and FRECA. Thank you for watching.